Hey everyone, I'm happy to present you my review of the latest device from DJI, Osmo Action. It's kind of late for DJI to enter action camera market, so I'm holding very high expectations. Introduced quite a while after GoPro Hero 7 with the same price tag, so it better be at least not any worse. I would be very grateful if you subscribe and share this video. This helps me to grow and make more and more camera comparisons and reviews for you guys. Thank you. Like usual, let's mention key specs. It has 1/2.3 inch 12 megapixel CMOS sensor, 145-degree field of view f2.8 lens, records 4K up to 60 frames per second. Right after taking it from the box, my first impression was like, it looks just like a GoPro. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but it seems that designers had easier job than one American company. Few details and dimensions are changed though. In opposite to GoPro, for example, lens is round, which may be useful for some of you that use filters. Whole construction is covered with rock-like texture. It may feel less sticky to hands than a rubberized GoPro, but should be more resistant to all sorts of marks, dirt and scratches. I have to say Osmo Action feels like a high quality product. All of the buttons movement is solid, although slightly heavy to press. On the top you will find very nice illumination from two LEDs. Software speed deserves praise. One of the fastest that I've used in any action cam. Menu and settings are also relatively easy to use. In terms of DJI's major selling point, second LCD screen on the front, honestly, I'm not seeing that many advantages from my perspective. I would rather like to see fast pairing and connectivity to the smartphone, like we know from devices with Apple W1 chip for example. That said, I'm not saying it's useless. People that like to shoot themselves or some vlogs will definitely appreciate or even buy it for that feature. But what I'm trying to say is that significant some may never use it. As far as its quality goes, it's enough for a preview. Quality of the screen on the back is much better, but not the best also. It's sufficient though, that aspect is not really that important in action cameras to begin with. Like you would expect from today's trends, camera features fancy electronic stabilization carved by so-called RockSteady. Although I haven't used GoPro's Hypersmooth, so I cannot compare it, I can tell you that it provides indeed rock-steady results. Whatever you will record, riding a bike, driving a car, jogging or jumping, shouldn't be any problem for this camera to keep up with. EIS definitely came a long way since my old GoPro Hero 5, it's just awesome to have. There is one downside though. Field of view in this mode is unfortunately significantly reduced, and I haven't found any other, perhaps more balanced stabilization mode. It's either rocksteady on or completely no stabilization. Video quality was something that I had hoped would be finally revolutionized. With an introduction of the GoPro Hero 7, some people already said they are disappointed that this aspect is ignored and outdated for at least few years. Now, in 2019, DJI enters action camera market and sadly decides to play it safe. That is the case with Osmo Action. I compare it directly to my Hero 5 and speaking of video quality alone, there is not much difference in my opinion. In fact, it shows higher amount of noise in daylight than the old Hero 5. I have to mention that by no means quality is bad or much worse than competition, but it's 2019, so that critique is well deserved. Anyway, dynamic range is decent, colors and level of detail is good. I would say there is too much over-sharpening going on though, which you cannot change even in scene-like D mode. But hopefully they will fix it in the future firmware update. Low light performance is standard, but like I said, level of noise is strangely high in good lighting condition, if you look closely. One thing I have to add, whatever wrong with footage from small sensor camera will be, presence of 4K with 60 frames per second compensates, making them a whole lot more appealing and fluid anyway. Its other selling point, HDR videos work only in 30 frames per second and without any stabilization, which leaves some disappointment. Anyway, for some steadier shots it might be worth using. There are a few videos and posts which describes that mode as a fake HDR. Personally, after using it, I'm not blown away, but I think it's worth having. Sometimes HDR shots look more balanced and alive, but on the other hand, colors in this mode are often not that accurate and exposures go a little funky from time to time, especially in shadows. Recorded 4K files weighs a lot. Be prepared that space on your SD card will quickly disappear. That's a shame, because it could be easily solved with implementation of HAVC codec, which delivers better quality and much less file size at the same time. It is present in GoPro Hero 7, so there is no excuse. In conclusion, DJI Osmo Action is well-made and competitive action camera that's reasonable rival for GoPro's flagship. Extra screen on the front, fast software and HDR video might convince some people. Unfortunately, there are no revolutionary things that I would expect from company like DJI's debut. I had higher hopes in terms of video recording performance, and things like stabilization would impress me much more if I wouldn't have already seen footage from GoPro Hero 7. That said, it is a solid device. Tell me what do you think about DJI Osmo Action in the comments. Subscribe and rate this video. Thank you and see you later.